Hey, it's me. We're still doing this. I know I said that last episode, but somehow you're still listening and I'm still here talking. We have two guests here today. The lovely Brooke Villalobos, my girlfriend. She lives here in our studio with me.
I sleep under the table.
Yep. No. Nope, that's weird. And special guest here from Washington. Flew all the way down just to come in here.
I did.
Stefanie Myr.
Murder.
Judith, no.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Oh,
Thanks for being
so
you.
fun.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be so hard if I had to be somebody else. And trust me, I've tried.
Yeah.
All those
So
years.
authentically you know?
Yeah.
Can't get enough of that.
Yeah.
No, I am. Once I found climbing, I have been literally just a rock climber.
There you go. Climbing centers you.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
It's my,
It's
my medicine. It's my everything.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. It hydrates me like water hydrates my body, hydrates my soul.
I was going to say hydrates my soul.
I'm sorry. Is one of your other personalities Marshall Mathers? Because those words were Eminem, yeah. Oh.
Mom spaghetti.
That dude. The mom spaghetti die.
But on the surface, she looks calm and ready to drop
Yeah.
bombs. But I keep on forgetting
You keep on spaghetting.
what I wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, and when I open my mouth, the words won't come out.
Yeah.
And I'm choking now.
What is that? Is that from something?
I actually just wrote that right now. That's something I've been working on.
Oh, dude, that's good. Yeah.
Just spit in her eyes. Damn.
There's just a couple
Super
copyright
good.
issues, though.
You should change all of it. Change all of it, and then it'd be super good, though. Like,
Yeah.
you got it.
Okay, I'll work on it.
You got a future as a rapper.
I'll take the plane ride home to really dive deep and think about those lyrics.
It's like, what is it, like 2 hours?
2 hours and 8 minutes today, this morning.
Also known as like 2 hours.
I think we had some sort of a headwind or a tailwind.
There's the 8 minutes right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Some kind of a starboard.
That's boats. That's boats.
Katie Jo Myers would be so disappointed in me.
Does she like boats?
I'm sorry. She lives on a boat.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. That song
That's hardcore.
by T-Pain and the Lonely Island.
I'm on a boat.
That's about her. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting. Or what? Did you have a question?
I just don't know what you're referencing.
Oh,
really?
So
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen it a lot.
Andy Samberg,
Yeah.
who is 40 years old. I just want to let that sink in.
Yeah.
Look at Andy Samberg and remind yourself that he is 40, maybe 41 now.
Truly shocking.
I feel like we're all aging and we're going to die.
Yeah, but like he
That's
still
true.
looks great. He looks 25 tops.
I hope I look 25 when I'm 40.
You're 42?
I'm turning 27 this coming Sunday. And then after that,
Happy birthday.
But yeah, the day after that is my birthday.
I need to clarify for the internet before I get freaking roasted in the comments that I knew her age and was not insinuating she looks older than she is. You look great.
both of us.
Both of you.
Oh, the day this airs, actually, it will be my birthday.
Happy
Yo.
birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Brooke.
Happy birthday to me.
Find her
today,
on Instagram
when you're
at
listening.
BrookMark01. That's BrookMark01.
Dat me.
Send her a happy birthday.
You should.
But like, don't get too wordy. You know what I mean? Like just back off.
Yeah, I have a boyfriend.
Okay? Yeah,
Slide
she's got
into
a
those
boyfriend,
DMs.
dude. Don't listen to her.
Damn.
No Choss in Brooke's DMs.
And then you'll have to send it to Chaucy DMs.
Yeah.
Which could be cool.
Could be cool.
Yeah,
They
I don't.
do
I
it.
don't want
They need more
Chaucy
material.
DMs, but if I get Chaucy DMs, I'd be stoked to send it in.
They're also kind of fun to read
Yeah.
because y'all are ridiculous.
Y'all are ridiculous. Stephanie,
Get
Seriously.
Chaucy boy.
have you received Chaucy DMs?
I received one Chaucy DM and one Chaucy comment.
How freaking dare you?
Well, they're actually kind of good. The Chaucy DM was, I think, some guy. He looked like he was around 40 because I feel like you have to be 40 if you're going to do this.
No offense, my 40-year-old brothers out there. We're just,
Well,
Yeah.
they have money by then. You know, they've worked, they've saved up money, they're getting their retirement, maybe.
Trying to get themselves,
you know,
I don't know.
sugar baby. 40's pretty. That's a pretty early retirement. Must be nice. You know,
maybe
that's all
you
I can say.
own something extravagant. Anyway, but he asked if I wanted to be his sugar baby, and he'd give me like some $100 a week.
Would that be 100 or
no? It was multiple hundreds.
Oh,
a week though.
Oh,
so
I thought you were saying
Yeah.
100
No,
per
no,
week.
no.
That's why I laughed. I was like, oh my god.
Oh no,
That's
it was way more than that. Come look at me. Just kidding.
It's
That's
just
why
worth
it
more
was
than
so
$100
funny
a
to
week.
me. I was like, oh, he thinks
At least
This guy
does
knows.
he think
yeah.
that's an amount of money?
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty weird. I mean,
I see now, though.
I'm not the only one of my friends who's gotten something like that, though.
Yeah.
That's not uncommon for girls on Instagram. Which,
Shockingly common, I would say.
yeah, but my Chaucy comment was great because it was this guy who said, you know what's the best thing about girls who boulder? They already have mattresses strapped to their backs.
Is he insinuating that some girls have fat with a pH asses?
Oh, that would be a compliment. No, because I'm actually actively working on
We're not
my
talking
butt.
about fat asses.
No, I think he was insinuating that female boulders are always just ready to engage in
lay down.
intercourse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Truly.
not
You
necessarily
can't say
true.
intercourse on the air.
What can I say instead? Can you get the thesaurus?
What's
Oh,
a thesaurus?
Thesaurus.
What's a Sephora?
It's where you go to
Sephora's. That's
makeup.
That's a Mexican food restaurant. You can't just drop brand names on the show like that.
promo code Vertical Thoughts.
Use promo code Vertical Thoughts for 10% off at Sephora this weekend only.
Liam sponsors.
Yeah.
Are you gonna buy me new eyeliner?
No.
Oh,
I don't know. Yes.
Okay.
That feels like a bait question. Was there a right answer to that?
Yes.
The answer was yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, I will.
Cool.
Enjoy your new eyeliner.
Well, good. I'll use it for my wedding. Oh yeah, I'm getting married.
You're getting married.
I'm
She's
getting married soon.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Can I tell you a little bit about the man that I'm marrying?
Tell us about the Studley fellow.
Okay. His name is Julian.
That was like amongst the gayest things I've ever said. Sorry, just continue.
His name is Julian. He's like 5'9",
Yep.
about 145 pounds.
I'm all over it already.
Yeah.
You had me at 5'9".
Dude, yeah. He also climbs 5'9" and above.
Yo.
Actually, he's the one who got me into climbing, actually. So we went to college together in Central Washington University in Ellensburg, Washington. And we worked together in the cafeteria.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was super cute. He was flipping pasta and I was ringing people up. And one day I just saw him run his fingers through his hair. And I had to turn around and like
It got real Chaucy
gather
after
myself.
that.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
Work got real Chaucy.
And then
Yeah.
several days later, and he knows he did this on purpose. There was this room in the back where we had to change out of our uniforms, and he had already been climbing for 3 years. So as he's changing out of his work shirt, he takes his shirt off and he flexes his back purposely. And I don't know if he knew that I saw, but I definitely saw. And again, I had to turn around, hand over the mouth, heart racing, beads of sweat.
Did you do like the flutter breath?
Yeah. Yeah, I did that. Exactly. Yeah, but anyway, I knew that he climbed and I said, hey, like, will you take me with you? I don't do sports and I would like to try.
I'd like to climb rocks. Climb rocks.
Real or fake, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he took me. And ever since then, that was on March 6th, 2014. Oh my God.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, it's been 5 years. And then ever since then, I've been rock climbing. I haven't stopped. Literally. Like since that day, I started going to the gym in my college. Literally I went every day for a while. And then someone was like, you're going to get hurt.
Yeah, you shouldn't be climbing every day.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, wait, I'm supposed to rest? What? So then I found that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, ever since then, I've been climbing. And then after I graduated, I immediately got my certification to teach at a climbing wall. I'm certified by the Professional Climbing Instructor Association, PCIA.
PCIA. Know it well. That's the professional
Carpet.
Carpet Apples Incorporated.
It was IA, not AI.
International Apples.
We do have a lot of apples in Washington.
See, I know what I'm talking about, dude.
It's my man.
Yeah. You should see my back. It's not
Okay.
much. There's not much to see.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you got a mattress on it?
Yes, I'm very loose.
I mean,
Yowza.
Just hop in the DMs, dude. You looking for a sugar baby? What's the deal? You don't need them. I got what you're looking for, my dude. As long as it's not, like anything like that, no homo, but you want to swap some stories? You know what I mean? You want to tell me about 40 plus people talk about? So this really goes to show that all it takes is a nice back.
yeah.
And then look at you now.
Yeah, we're getting married in like 2 months.
You're getting married.
Yeah.
You are
getting
working
married
in
in
the
2
climbing
months?
industry.
Yeah.
What's the date? What's the save the date?
August 18th.
Save the date.
Yeah, we're going to live stream it.
Save it
Oh, yeah.
up.
I'm going to be there commentating live, actually.
Will you guys?
Yep.
No, I mean, like, for you are actually, like, super invited, though. If you guys
I'm
want
down.
to take a trip to Washington.
If there was like a way that we could make it up there, like with work and like
I'll give you
financially and
$1.
everything,
Figure it out.
like
One whole
I wouldn't
dollar.
not go.
Each. No,
Will
seriously.
you show me your man's back?
Yeah. I'll make him flex it for you.
All 5'9"?
Yeah, we want to see how this all started.
Yeah.
Take us back in time.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you telling me that this guy is crimping and pimping?
It's at Crimpin and Pimpin. Correct, yeah.
He's both, I'm sure.
Always Crimpin, always Pimpin.
Always pimping.
Yeah.
That's a good shirt. I think the next Vertical Thoughts shirt should be always crimping, always pimping.
Oh, but you have to give Julian
Of
some
course. We'll get some royalties.
Okay.
Yeah. A couple $100 a month. A week, sorry. In exchange for, the shirt ID and some other stuff. Yeah.
He'll appreciate that. Yeah.
Guys with good backs always appreciate,
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? Brooke, get off your phone.
I'm following Crimpin' and Pimpin'.
Oh, if you're
She
listening to this,
is.
you should go follow Crimpin' and Pimpin'.
Yeah,
It's,
it's exactly how it sounds. Crimpin', no G,
yeah.
and Pimpin', no G.
He was so surprised that nobody had taken that Instagram handle yet. And he's only had that for a couple months because I created it for him because I was like, listen, I need to tag you
Yeah.
for credit in my photos because he's Instagram husband. Basically, he takes my photos and videos for me with
Good
the
for him.
exception of a few other extremely talented people. Yeah. Riley Turek, Cameron Anderson, and Lauren Robinson.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, love them. And one by Evan Wallace that actually got the most likes out of all my photos, over 6,000, which is crazy.
Evan, holding it down
I know
for the Evans
he's a cool
of the
dude.
world. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I made that Instagram for him and I ran it for him for a while, and then eventually he was like, "I'll make a post." And I was like,
I might just post something today.
"Yeah." So I downloaded the app on his phone and I logged him in, and I was just like,
Yeah.
"Go!"
Yeah.
And so now he,
Took off the training wheels and he's rolling with it. Yeah.
yeah, I no longer have to manage his and mine and my gym's Instagram,
Okay. Yeah.
which is a lot.
Too much.
What is your gym? Tell us a little bit about it. What are you doing?
I'm so glad that you asked. So I work at a bouldering gym in Tacoma, Washington, called Climb Tacoma, and some would say that it's the dankest gym in the Pacific Northwest.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, did I tell you that?
Just not the Pacific
Maybe.
Southwest. You best watch yourself.
Well, yeah.
Cool. She
It's
just
just-
agreed with me right
No,
away.
yeah, no, you guys are
Wasn't
good.
Wasn't up for the argument.
You guys are good.
We
There's
are
a-
also dank.
There's a
Better luck
solid
next
line.
time.
Yeah, actually, I had a lot of fun climbing at the Vital location in Murrieta.
We went
today.
to Vital Murrieta today to sesh. We ate food. We seshed. We ate more food. We did some babysitting. It's been a full day.
and then ate more food again.
Yeah.
More food.
Oh, and it was all so good.
Yeah.
It's been a full day of full bellies.
Yeah, I was adequately fed today.
Yeah.
And I had In-N-Out. Be jealous, Washington people.
So yeah, we got that on
so
just
happy.
whenever I wanted, dude. I just wake up in the middle of the night.
be nice.
Well, they're open till 2 a.m. I wake up at 1 a.m. I want some In-N-Out, dude. I freaking go and get In-N-Out.
In your face.
It's the kind of life I live. In and out of your face. I
He would
kind of
never
butchered
do
that a little bit. So you came down here
I did.
just on a whim.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said that
was
we
worth
could
it,
do
obviously.
it remotely. And I was like, no.
Black. Yeah.
I need to go there. I need to meet these people. They seem cool. I need to touch their cats, which I have. And I want to climb at their gym.
Yeah.
And so I was like, we can do that.
Get the full
Check 'em
experience.
off the
We
list.
provide a full experience, folks.
Yeah. I mean, I was,
Guest room and all.
I was psyched about sleeping on a couch.
We would never.
We would never make
That
it
couch
to
is so nice.
It's the futon, the one you were sitting on?
No, the,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that couch is not nice.
it's just pretty. Yeah.
That couch has no cushion for the pushing.
It's just attractive.
Am I using that?
Yeah, bring your own mattress on your back.
Well, I got one right behind me, actually. Yeah.
That was good, bro. I like that.
Always ready.
This beautiful mattress brought to you by Metolius. Looks good over there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Looks like a comfy, like if I were to fall off of a high ball, out in Joshua Tree, I would like to fall on that.
It's nice and
Maybe
hairy.
10 of those.
Yeah.
Or furry, I guess.
I actually have the trifold version of that.
Oh, well. Look out.
Look out for
But I got
Stefanie.
it at an REI garage sale, and it was barely damaged, and they sold it to us for $130.
Was there like $229, right?
That is pretty nice, actually.
Yeah.
It was incredible, and I was like,
They're so
literally
big.
have
The
no
trifold
choice.
ones are huge.
Yeah, Julian carries that one.
Yep.
And I carry the small black diamond one.
Sick.
Yeah. But we have another crash pad, actually. It's at the Edelrid warehouse in Redmond, Oregon. And when we go down to Smith Rock next time, we're going to pick it up. And I have no idea how we're going to carry all three. It's probably going to end up being me.
Have you ever seen people that stack them?
Yes, and I'm just so
It's
small.
intense. Yeah.
It's crazy.
And I would fall backwards.
I was
so
going to
cool.
say, they pretty much permanently look like they're about to fall backwards and never get up again.
I almost always fall backwards, especially when we're hiking up really steep approaches. It's like really tough.
That sounds difficult.
Yeah.
So you work in the climbing industry, have for some time.
Yeah. I've worked in the climbing industry for in August, it'll be 4 years of total immersion.
Okay.
In the climbing industry. First I started out when I graduated college. I got that certification.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved home and I was like, what do I do? Like, I have this degree in geography, which is cool, but I mean, I just can't stop thinking about climbing. I just want to climb. But they were building a local YMCA by my parents' house. And I was like, that's cool. So I emailed and I was like, is there going to be a climbing wall? And they said, yeah. And I was like, well, my name is Stefanie. I have this credential. I'd like to work for you guys. And they were like, your interview is at this time. And I was like,
Oh,
sick.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'll be
cool.
there.
Yeah. And I went there and they interviewed me and gave me the job on the spot.
Liam.
Sorry for everyone about that. My bad.
Yeah, they gave me the job on the spot, and I was kind of immediately put in charge because I had the most experience, I guess, even though I was being paid the same as everybody else for a really long time.
Yeah. Super good when you're in charge to make the same amount of money as the people you're in charge of. Super positive thing for motivating your managers. Listen, owners of businesses, you want to really motivate those managers, don't pay them a dime more than the rest of the workers.
Ooh.
Yeah. Never give them a raise either. Never.
I mean, I did get some raises, but everyone else
good.
also got raises, though. They were merit raises based on how long you'd been there. So, I mean, it wasn't
Pretty
like...
standard stuff.
Yeah, and like at that point, I was 23. I had a college degree and I had that certification. And I don't know, I kind of just thought like, well, like this could be really good for me. Like I'm going to be, building this program. I'm going to be training these people. I trained all the original staff. I created all the original curriculum. When we first started, all we had was drop-in climb and beginner classes. And I'm actually going to have my last day at that YMCA on the 21st. So like this coming Friday. As I'm leaving, we have drop-in climb, We have itty bitty rock climbing for kids who are too young to use our big wall. Beginner, intermediate, advanced, lead climbing, because I'm certified to teach lead climbing. I'm the only one that's certified to teach lead climbing. And adult climbing. And I think that's it.
Quite a smattering of more programs than you had previously.
Yeah. Oh, and I also led 2 climbing competitions that we had at that way. And they're top rope, red point comps, and they went really well. Had a couple brands help out. 510, I love you.
Thanks, guys.
I love you. 510 helped out. Adelrid, I love you so much. Blair, I love you.
Look at that eye contact. She loves you.
I do.
Yeah.
If there's 2 brands that I will bleed for, it's 510, Adelrid, and Vertical Thoughts.
That's 3, but yeah.
You heard me.
I bleed vertical. Yeah.
That's amazing.
The image that created for me right now.
Yeah, physics can suck it, all right?
Oh, God.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's why our ceilings are red.
Brought these things. God, nice, powerful imagery from Brooke. I bleed a lot.
Don't look at the
obviously.
ceilings.
Yeah, just don't look up. Yeah, vertical thoughts. Don't look up. So you brought these things to fruition. These did not exist before you arrived.
And if I wouldn't have arrived, I don't necessarily know that they ever would have.
Okay.
Yeah. And so when I created the curriculum, I just thought of like, what are the most basic things that climbers need to learn? And what are the easiest things to teach kids? Because the youngest kiddos we taught were the age of 5, all the way up to the age of 16. And then once you turn 16, you join the adult class, which is just like, I don't know, I kind of cram a bunch in the adult class because they can handle it. They have the capacity to absorb. But, we taught the climbing commands. Our climbing wall had 9 anchors, 3 auto belays. Of those 9 anchors, it is about 27 feet tall. That'd be amazing if it was 75 feet. Everyone's endurance would be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We usually have about 22, 23 routes on the wall at a time. That's about 3 routes an anchor on average. I bought holds. I was in charge of purchasing everything. I bought holds from like So Ill, Escape, which I love. I love Escape.
Good holds.
Atomic, which is also awesome. A lot of holds came with the wall too. So yeah. And so the goal was to make this wall as comparable to a commercial climbing gym, because the YMCA, they do a lot of awesome things. They give free memberships to foster kids, which is super cool. And then they also give financial scholarships to people in need, which there's a lot of people in need in our area. So maybe somebody who wouldn't be able to make it to an actual climbing gym and spend that money, they can go to the Y, and the wall is included in their membership. So it's super accessible. So mission statement was give them the most authentic climbing experience that they could get at any other commercial climbing facility, to the best of our abilities. And I really think that we did that, because we have some kids that are like some 10 and 11-year-old kids that are climbing 5'11", and I think, and we have been told that we grade pretty stiff. Like, so a 5'11" in our gym might not feel like a 5'11" in another top rope gym. So these kids were getting really strong. And also not just the kids, but the staff, like people who had never had any experience with climbing. Like the girl who's taking over for me, her name is Kayla, and I love her. She's actually in my wedding. Her and I formed a really close relationship. She is the second most knowledgeable. She just absorbed everything that I brought to the program, and she just retained it. So she's the only person really at this point that I would trust to take over all of that. Because actually, starting July, I'm stepping out of my position. She's stepping in, and I'm going to be full-time at Climb Tacoma, which is so awesome. It's been hard having to bounce between 2 places. But yeah, I don't know.
You did some of the setting too at the Y, right?
Yeah, I did.
Or all?
Yeah.
Not all of it. Kayla actually did a great deal of the setting. She had no experience setting before she was taught. And the stuff that she set, like, it was really cool. She set, and she still set some really cool things. And then we have a couple other people that are just kind of starting to learn, and they're doing a really good job. So I don't think it's going to be a disaster when I leave.
Right.
And I wouldn't leave if I thought it would be. So I feel pretty good about it. But yeah, the route setting, that's where I first learned to route set. I've been route setting now for like about 3 years. And the first route I ever set was a top rope route. It was a 5'9", and it was called the Green Lantern, because we name all of our routes. They're all...
I love that.
Yeah, we had one route actually named Show Me What You Got from Rick and Morty. And we also make little signs with pictures that we draw or that we print out with the name and the grade. And then at the top of that...
I'm sorry, hold on a second. Is that like from the like music competition
Yes.
Yeah.
episode?
The big heads that like come in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And
Good
then
episode.
You make it to the top of the route and you match on the finish. And at the top it says, I like what you got. Good job. With the little face.
That's good. Pop culture and climbing.
Yeah,
good.
the kids didn't understand the reference, but the adults did.
I was gonna say that's good. Yeah, that's
The
good.
adults-
Probably should
Yeah,
be
the
watching
kids
Rick and Morty.
shouldn't get the reference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be concerning. Can I just talk about the adult climbers that climb at my Y really quick?
Of course.
Time to get swifty.
Oh my gosh, they get so swifty. Okay, so I've had climbers that are 75 years old
Wow.
climb following routes.
Yeah.
I had a woman climb that was 300 pounds climbing and following 5'7", which is not super easy at our gym. And she's 300 pounds and she was doing that.
That's really hard.
And she was building strength and technique and getting better. Like
Yeah.
I was blown away. Like that it really does go to show that if you make climbing accessible, anybody can climb. They just have to will themselves to do it, you know, and just not be afraid. Oh, it's just been so cool watching that. And then we get a lot of parents of kids.
Yeah.
Like one kid who I said was climbing 5'11", their mom is climbing like 5'9" plus.
Has the cat chosen your feet? Oh, your lap even. Amazing. She liked what you were saying. She was on board. Yeah, she's
She
here.
knows what's up. Yeah. Yeah, it's so cool to watch adults take interest in this, and like they're so vulnerable. They'll get on a route and they'll fall off the start because the start is made for like a really short person. But then they figure out beta and they learn terminology and like they just pick everything up. And then they take it and they run with it and they go climbing at other places. They're like, I went climbing at this place. I bought my own gear. I went outside. Like, my passion is bringing climbing to people and also bringing people to climbing. And that's like my favorite thing. And every time I see that happen, I'm just like, we are actively winning here.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, I'm sure I know how much joy climbing brings the two of you.
She's
equally.
Gonna pull it out of the
Hey,
computer.
listen, Layla.
She's like actually grabbing it
Hey, excuse me, cat. Can you
with her toes.
we're trying to have a podcast here is the thing. You know what I mean? So like
Please don't pull the cord out.
yeah,
with
if you could
the
not just
computer.
yank cords
chill
out
like that.
I bet it'd be easier if
That
you had
works.
There you
thumbs.
go.
Okay.
That's better.
Idiot.
Okay, I'll give you
All right.
Get wrecked. Okay.
Scritches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I can't agree more. And we have many viewers and listeners that I've learned that are either new to climbing or don't climb very much anymore, or or lack motivation to climb.
Yeah.
And it's a big part of what we do, I think, is help to motivate people to get on the wall. Yeah, she's now trying to drink our guests' beverages. Where are your manners? Were you raised in a
Yeah,
barn?
can you just like lay
Were you
down?
born
Yeah.
under a goat?
Is that a thing? I think here.
Is
come
that
here.
like
Why
a
don't
thing
you,
that people say?
Why don't you get down off the podcasting table? Because unless you're a guest on the show, that's the thing. You don't sit at the podcasting table.
I don't see a microphone in front of your face.
This
Yeah.
table's for closers.
I see
okay.
your headphones,
So yeah,
lady.
get your mans.
Oh,
Stephanie,
she's
get your
so
boy
mad.
dog.
Come here, pal.
Yo, Xander,
Get your boy, dog.
get your boy dog. Go sit up on the Metolius crash pad. Metolius loves that.
Take a nap?
Pretty.
Get out of here. No,
Oh my god. I know you're so annoyed, but I'm so happy.
she's very cute.
All
That's
I
what she
want
does.
is for my cat to love me.
Yeah. But I got a message recently actually about that, and someone telling me that you're just listening to your show just makes me want to get on the wall. And that's all we could ever ask for. That's all I could ever want.
Yeah.
Is to want to bring people to climbing. That's
Isn't
what climbing
that's
media
the
does.
goal.
Yeah. I
To
mean,
be psyched.
yeah, the videos, photos, whatever it is, if it makes you want to climb, then it's doing its job. We're elevating the community. And if we could bring more people to climbing through this podcast, that would be more positive and more good than I could ever possibly have imagined that this would do.
Mo better.
It would be much more better.
It does good for the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love bringing new climbers into the gym. They're like few and far between.
Yeah.
Because rock climbing is really hard and it looks crazy, and it is crazy.
It's hard to talk people into it.
Yeah, and so when I try to get people in, they're like, "You're kidding, right?"
Listen, you're going to fail like way more times than you're going to succeed.
Yeah.
But you're going to love every second of it.
Rock climbing is 1% success.
I will
It is
guarantee.
awesome.
Yeah.
I will guarantee you'll love every second of it.
Yeah, it's a fun challenge when you're new to it, and it's frustrating.
But I will guarantee you'll like your net emotions will be positive.
Yeah.
Maybe not at first,
incoming cat,
because
by the
I've
way.
already talked about it on here, but I had climbed several times over the period of a few years before I became a climber, because
There's
I
a
wasn't good
difference.
at it and I didn't like it, and I
Yeah.
didn't consider myself to be an athletic person. Like, I labeled myself as someone that isn't able to do that kind of thing, you know? And so it took me a long time to be like, no, I can do this and I can get better. And I actually think I'm having a good time, you know? So I think it's because of that I really love to bring in new climbers, even when they have a bad attitude about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I used to be that, you know?
Hey, like, you'll push past it. Trust me.
Yeah, no.
You're a
come
veteran
in.
now. You're just
You need to come in. I'll pay for you. Like,
Yes.
come in.
Sacrifices.
Yeah, I love having new climbers and watching them like do VBs and V0s and then
and
kind
to,
of think to themselves, maybe I can try that V2.
and to them, everyone else in the gym is the greatest rock climber in the world.
Yeah, I remember when I have this friend named Katie that I went to college with, and she came down to visit, and she was kind of like me when I first started climbing. She doesn't consider herself to be very athletic, and she's changing that in her mindset right now, which I love to watch. But she came climbing. Yeah, it's really cool. She came climbing with us for the very first time. She'd never been. And like, I was warming up.
It's pretty funny in case you didn't know.
I did like a V2. Just like warming up, and she called me a professional climber.
Brick's crying real tears right now just for effect.
I was like, thank you.
So sweet.
But you don't know how good other
Thank
people
you.
are.
You
You're
don't
so
know the
wrong.
half of
I
it.
know. Thank you. You are so incorrect.
But I'll take it, dude. I'll take it.
I was like, that's very nice of you. I appreciate that. I can do harder things. I can't wait for you to see that.
Yeah.
Just wait like 10
oh.
minutes.
I'll climb this V3.
Yeah.
Oh.
God
You should
forbid
see
they
me
see
do the
their first
V3.
dyno.
They're not ready.
Yeah.
You're blowing minds. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yep.
Sweet Katie. I miss her.
It's a cool experience though. It's we talk about this all the time, but it's something that's either like the most natural thing for our bodies or the least natural. I gotta admit, starting rock climbing and seeing people rock climb, I was like, that ain't right. Oh man, you shouldn't be doing that with your body. That's
You sound like my
do you
grandpa
respect
now.
your fingers? Like, what are you doing to yourself?
Well, yes, I respect my fingers a lot.
Yeah, I also have the utmost respect. I don't know if they respect me, but
That's a different story.
yeah.
We put them through a lot,
We
honestly.
do, but they can take it. They're
Yeah,
strong.
they can.
Just got a
And
little
your body
fur on
adapts.
Your fingers.
It becomes normal and it becomes more natural the more you do it, even though it
Yeah.
may seem unnatural. And you know, things like
Got some
skin.
help getting the fur off your fingers.
some more?
Skin's a little rough.
You
There's cat hair
I've
everywhere.
been watching
yeah.
you trying to get it off.
The world is just cat hair.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm used to it.
Good job. But it's just it becomes more natural and more second nature to your body the more you do it. Like anything else. I mean, I hate to be so cliche, but it's like riding a bike. It just the more you do it, the more natural it feels. And then even if you stop doing it, it'll still feel natural the next time you do it. So
And you don't have to think about it while you're doing it.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you can either not think about it or you can think about only it, which is also powerful in other ways. If there's other things you'd rather not think about. You can think about just climbing.
That's my life.
Yeah, think about the next hold. Think about the last hold if you want. But it's in the past, man. Get over it.
Get over that
You
hole.
already did it. You're here. Do the
She
next
gone.
move.
Yeah.
Get that high point on your project this week, by the way. I know we talked about this last week. What are you doing? Just send your proj, bro. We're rooting for you.
Some of us don't have air-conditioned gyms.
That is disgusting. And if you own a gym and
Yeah.
it is not air conditioned, you should feel bad.
Okay,
We need to write petitions.
Our building is like 100 years old.
That's not an excuse.
Oh, okay. Well, also,
I'm not impressed.
Make it better.
Washington
and newer.
has only become this hot recently.
So hot.
Yeah, it's so hot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hot here as well. Luckily, one of the gyms we climb at, the gym we frequent, Vital, does
That's-
offer air conditioning in their facility. And I understand there's limitations. It's not as easy as just, hey, let's get air conditioning. There's a lot more to it than that.
Let's just check that box
It's a
for
bigger
our
deal.
gym.
Yeah. We've been holding off, but we'll just let them sweat a little more, I think.
I think that's why I sent so hard today. Like, I climbed...
In that conditioned air, crisp and cool. And,
I sent 4 purples, I think, today.
Yeah, purple being a V6/V7.
And I flashed one of them. I don't feel like I climb that hard on a normal basis. But I mean, also friction, if it's hot at all, friction is so low in my gym.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have route set on ladders with huge holds, 85-degree air temperature inside.
No.
Yeah, we call that too hot.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, tell them.
Yeah, but we do it because
You got to do it.
God, I just want to give you something to climb. That's all I want to
Yeah.
do.
You are
I love that.
very selfless.
You go.
And if you are climbing on Stefanie's climbs, just know. Blood,
So-
sweat, and tears.
You started working at the Y when you were climbing for like a year, right?
I had only been climbing for like a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you started setting?
Yeah.
What was that like? Like at that time when you first started that
Yeah,
job?
I was getting into route setting, getting your feet wet with
Oh
that.
man. Well, it was a job that was just given to me. We had some guest setters from a different YMCA come in, and they were setting, 2 YMCAs and one other gym called Edgeworks. That was Nate Richholt, John Fowler, and Matt Coleman from Edgeworks. And they were just setting they basically taught me how to rig like the bucket setup and everything, and how to ascend the rope on a gree-gree. And
Okay.
that's all they taught me. They also taught me how to tap a T-nut, which is really important.
Oh, yeah.
Taught me how to tap a T-nut. They taught me how to put a hold in with a drill. And that's all they taught me.
Just the mechanical basics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you spend like a day on it with them?
No,
They've kinda shown
they showed me all of this in like 20 minutes.
I thought a day was like too short.
Fast boys, yeah.
No, and on that day when I first was setting, I set my first route. Be one of the worst parts of the wall to set on because it's featured. So you're really limited on where you can put holds. The T-nuts are really deep, so you need a specific length of bolt depending on how thick the hold is. And luckily, when that route finally came down after about 2.5 years, all of the bolts came out and none of them were stripped,
Yeah.
which was amazing because I didn't know that was an issue. Really, like that wasn't
Yeah,
on my
it's not
mind.
something you'd think about. I mean,
Yeah.
without having the experience.
Yeah. Solid 5'9", and people really liked it. And it was it ended up being a benchmark for people. If I can climb this route, I'm going to move up to advanced rock climbing.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's cool. So
Yeah.
you learned route setting out of necessity,
Yeah.
because you had to, because someone needed to do it and you were the one there.
Yeah, because those guys that were there, they were just volunteering. And when they left, it was literally just me.
Yeah.
And so I had to bring some other people in, but I did the majority of it, and I got really quick at route setting. But I got even better at route setting once I started setting boulders at Climb Tacoma. And what kind of happened was they had just reset our cave area. And one day I was just like, and I took an hour and I set one route, and it ended up being a V4, V5 type of route. It started in like the back of the cave in the corner. You had to lay down in order to start the route, which
The sit start.
you had to put your booty on the
Super
flow.
sit.
Booty on the flow start.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then there was like a dynamic move, and there was weird like sequency moves, and then there was like a big throw out to like this lip, and then you had to match on it without your feet cutting out and pulling you off, and it ended up flowing really well. I was very surprised. And I think that was when my boss was like, yeah, you can start route setting. And now I route set very frequently. I think last month I set 5 weeks in a row.
Okay.
And that was actually pretty tiring.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I put up a lot of routes. My favorite thing is getting feedback. She's like, so that orange one there, what do you think about that orange one?
Yeah, what do you think? That's
You
just like
hopped on
objectively,
that
you know,
yet?
I don't care or anything, but what do you think about
I don't know who said it.
Touch that one over there. Or like whenever someone falls off and I'm like, oh, blame the setter. They suck.
Yeah, I mean, hashtag blame the setter, right?
Yeah. Usually
Everything's
it's
their
me.
fault.
In fact, you should climb your own routes and then fall off them and be like, yo, this climb sucks, dude.
Dude, I do. I purposely set things that I either know I can't climb or that will be hard for me. So if I'm doing a move, I'm like, all right, here's my hold. This is my max reach.
Yep.
All right, bump it out 2 bolt holes. Make me work harder.
That's good.
Because it's not for me. I mean,
Sure.
most people in my gym are not as tall as I am. I'm 5'1.5" with I think I have a plus 3.5 ape index. Most people are like 5'4" and taller, so they're not gonna have to work as hard as me. So I have to make sure that I'm setting for them. But I teach our junior program, so I have little kiddos from age 8 to like 14, and I also have to set for them too. So that just means like, all right, big move, but where's all my extra feet? So it's a really interesting balance to have to do all that.
Yeah, always keeping
cool.
your audience and consumers in mind. I mean,
Yeah.
just endless different body types in climbing, and being aware of that is good. It's not.
Yeah.
It's an acquired skill. It's certainly not something you can just. Hey, I'm going to start route setting, and also I am acutely aware of every body type and what they're capable of. That's something you learn over time.
Yeah, because I mean, people will tell you like that move is so reachy.
Yeah.
That's usually what I say. I'm like, that move is reachy. Like, you wanted me to be able to do this route. You wanted one of the little girls on the climbing team to be able to do this route. There's no feet. We're not going to be able to keep tension to like even get close to that hold.
But then lanky arm Larry just goes and skips that hold.
Yeah, I'm like,
Larry.
And you're like, what are you supposed to do? Freaking Larry, dude.
Brandon Oliver. That's my friend. He's really tall.
Oh, yeah, Brendan.
He's really tall, but he's so strong though. He can climb red circuits, which in our gym is V6, V7.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, he can climb red circuits in his like chacos,
Nice.
and it's
Long and strong.
yeah, it's chill.
Go with it, right?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's route setting, and we just talked about this 2 episodes ago, and again a little bit last episode with Chalked Climber, but a lot of intricacy in route setting that I think people don't realize, and we will do more route setting. I can already, like, it hasn't happened yet, but I can already see the comments and the DMs coming.
Yeah.
We'll do more route setting. Okay, just like 3 episodes in a row was a lot.
Yeah, space them
I
out.
mean, yeah, we're
Make
gonna
them wait.
move on a little bit. Yeah, learn patience,
Give him a little tea.
and also dyno more. You know, just do more dynos.
Not if you don't want to, though.
But you know,
Don't have to.
if you don't want to, you're probably wrong. I'm just saying, you should do more dynos.
Should we take this outside, Liam? Stephanie, please excuse us.
Shall we take this to the dyno board?
I can't actually scoop.
We're about to
You're
brawl.
trapped.
I am not a dinoer.
I
Also have not really tried it, so
Oh, you should.
I know.
Yeah,
I
just
know
make
I
up some
should.
easy
I
ones
just
Yeah.
whenever I think about doing it and I get on the wall and I look at that hole that I'm like gonna dyno to, I'm like,
Becomes more complicated. Yeah, I get
never
you.
mind.
That black one, the black one. That's
I know
next
exactly
to
what you're talking about, yeah.
I didn't even touch that one. I was like,
yeah, anytime I think about like maybe I should try to learn to like dyno, I want to like broaden my options, you know, and like my technique, and then I get to the point where now you're about to try the dyno, and I'm like, never mind, let's just
yeah.
work on my project.
When it comes
Yep.
down
that
to
looks
it,
scary.
I'm gonna try to dead point this instead.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb, and I like actually would really like to be doing that, and I'd like
Because it
to
looks
try
so
it.
sick.
I know
Yeah.
it sure do.
Gets all the likes on the gram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little,
You know
little
what?
Captain Cut Loose in your life.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm also gonna do the other thing you recommended.
You
to
know
me.
what?
Yes.
I'm gonna dyno.
Better for the environment.
Yeah.
Save the world.
Yeah. Good
Ask
advice.
me
I
in the
know what they're
DMs.
talking about. I'm part
Yeah.
of it.
Ask her in the DMs.
I'm involved with things.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's
I mean, we're going to do an episode
Yeah, I'm
on
gonna do it. I'll
static
send you the
versus
vids.
dynamic power. Still deciding on the guest. So if you feel like you maybe have some expertise on static versus dynamic power, then hit me up. Pro climbers only, though. Let's be real. This is the real deal. Okay.
But do they really know what they're talking about?
Pro climbers don't know.
They can just squeeze really hard.
No, we had a strange experience, and I'll share it. But someone, I guess I was not present, but someone
Okay,
told Brooke
yeah,
that pro climbers don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, there was a person.
In more words than that.
There was a person that I met at a point in time that may have been very recent.
Mm-hmm.
While representing Vertical Thoughts, I was out talking to people about it. And I met this person and I was talking to him and it was fine. He seemed a little maybe like not as sociable as some other people. But whatever. I love those people. That's fine. That's like half of my friend group, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
But he said something that I just did not have a response to. He said, we're talking about pro climbers because I mentioned, we've had a couple pros on the show, some semi-pros, we're always talking to others and seeing when they can come on. And, we're having some beginning climbers. And he was like, oh yeah, I watched an interview with this pro the other day and he said this. He's like, but do you think the pros know what they're talking about? And I just looked at him and I couldn't say anything because I was so confused by the question. Then he kept talking.
I would say maybe yes.
Maybe. Then he kept talking and he said, I don't know. I feel like professional climbers just happened to be really good at climbing and they don't actually know anything about the sport. And I just
super valid point and interesting perspective to say the least.
Do you know how often Sierra Blair Coyle trains? She posts her training and climbing schedule
Right?
on her Instagram, and it's this day I do this day I do this day I do this day I rest, this day I do this day I do this day I rest, and it's all very specific. This day I do this this.
She does this. If you didn't get that,
This,
what
this,
she
that,
just
this.
said, she does
It's
this.
just very detailed. She's like, I'll do campus this day, and I'll do just.
And
I
then
don't know.
we watched a video
work
last
hard.
night. I know. God, and why would anyone assume
There's-
otherwise?
yeah, there's no shortage
But
of
we watched a
evidence to
video last
support
night of
that.
Adam Andra and his 25 pairs of climbing shoes and
Oh,
him
yeah. Yes.
going through every single little detail of
Yeah.
each one, when he uses them and why. And
how.
Yeah.
yeah, and I was so overwhelmed with the information, but in
Yeah.
a good way.
Yeah.
And I just remembered that person that I had spoken to, and I was like, yeah, the pros don't know jack.
Yeah, an interesting perspective. And to answer the question, which I didn't receive, that's all I'll say. I was not present at the time.
Yeah.
But yes, I believe that the pros
In short.
seem to know, generally what they're talking about. And I believe there's no shortage of evidence that they are
yeah.
just naturally gifted because
I'm going to go ahead and...
no one, and I repeat, no one climbs at a professional level by accident.
Yeah.
Most of them start out as kids.
Yeah.
6, 7 years old.
Doesn't happen. I understand there are things, sports, things you can do out there where you can just be born better at it than other people, and that's true for climbing
Yeah,
as
you can
well.
be
but
naturally inclined
You are not
in a specific
born
way.
climbing at a professional level, and I think people forget how high above, the strongest climber in my home gym, how far above that professional climbing is. I think people lack
true.
perspective with that sometimes because I'll tell you what, if the pro climbers that you're thinking of when you say that came to your home gym, they would have a bad time because nothing would challenge them remotely. They would just walk
Yeah.
up the wall the entire time.
Yeah.
We forget how good and how strong
Yeah.
the top level professional climbers are compared to people that we consider in our lives to be really, really strong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that those people are not strong by comparison. I'm just saying we forget, the hierarchy, the tiers of climbing, how good professional climbers are at rock climbing. And I think we lack perspective too as to what those numbers even mean. 515, V15.
Yeah,
We can't
that's
even understand what that is.
It's
We
like
can
when
just go
you're
out and find
describing
them.
space and how far away some planets are from us.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And it's a huge number and you're like, oh, wow,
Can't
that's really
comprehend.
far.
Yeah, that's-
but your mind can't wrap itself around just actually how far that is,
Yeah,
you can't.
Yeah, it's true.
Like I said, there's nothing to compare it to. There's no perspective because we don't climb V15.
Yeah, and
Present
I-
company excluded. You know, I know you crushed a few V15s in your day, Stephanie.
No.
like-
What do you mean? You don't climb V15? I was very specific, Brooke, that I wanted someone on the show tonight that climbs V15.
I have underdelivered.
You're the one that asked me to be here.
That is slanderous, and I will deny it.
I love when he points like that. Because, like, he doesn't separate like that. He, like, points.
This is a
like
fist.
this.
Purposely flexes the
full-fisted
bicep.
point.
I know.
You?
He yells at me like that a lot, and it's so funny.
We should explain that a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't yell at Brooke a lot.
Oh.
By
Yeah.
that I mean
Yeah,
he's not like actually yelling at me.
I raise my voice for comic effect.
Yeah,
constantly.
we like have our conversations are yelling
I yell at my cats when they're too cute.
to each other.
Yeah, I've seen that.
because it's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
Stephanie's like pretending to ignore the things she's seen while she's been here. She's like, yeah, this guy yells a lot.
She's like, I can't wait to get out of here.
Well, yeah.
I'm just a monster, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not
terrifying.
crimping or pimping.
No.
Yet.
Neither. Yeah.
You should start at
At
least
least one of
crimping.
them. Yeah.
So that's all I have to say about that really is that if you truly think like that, just remember that you lack perspective. We don't know. We don't understand really how strong and how much work it takes, not only to get to that point, but to stay at that point. I mean,
Yeah.
to stay pushing your own limits, consistently training. And
Yeah.
I mean, from what I've seen, drinking a lot of wine. And if you get a tattoo of an eyeball on your neck, it bumps
We're
you up
not
a couple
referencing
grades.
anyone in
Yeah.
particular.
Who are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yo.
Who are you talking about?
You should go on Instagram and do some. Daniel Woods has now a
Oh.
tattoo of an eyeball on his neck.
Oh.
Who do you think I was talking about? I don't know. Oh, okay.
I know. What were you going to do on your phone to find
I
out?
was just going to scroll through Explore. It would have showed up.
Daniel, we're big fans. I'm
Yeah.
not making fun of you. I just when you post something like that on the internet, you subject yourself to a certain amount of razzing. And that's all I'm doing. You're much stronger than me. Please don't hurt me. But like, do you know what I mean?
He wants it.
Yeah. Crimp on my
he
face.
wants a big dame.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what did you just say?
I said crimp on my face. That's a quote from this show, dude. We're bringing it back. That's called a callback.
Full grip.
Oh, I thought it would. I didn't want to see it. Actually, the thought in my head was
scary
much.
looking,
Yeah,
yeah.
It would hurt.
much sexier than the. It would hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine just the
I'm gonna
bare
have to go
paws
with yes.
of Daniel
it would
Woods. You know. He
Where
pulls
would
hard.
be the most secure place
bridge
on
of
the,
the nose,
face to
right here, dude.
crimp?
That's a jug.
You think so?
You see that? Yeah.
What about right here?
That's
in the-
3/4 pad.
What about the teeth?
That's disgusting. Crimp on my teeth. All
Can
right.
con-
Damn,
can
Steph.
confirm.
For science, we have done this experiment.
The teeth
Yeah.
don't go.
But yeah, so that was an interesting perspective that we heard this weekend, and if that person happens to be listening, that's all I'm saying. It's an interesting perspective. I make it a habit of not debating with people in public. I said that then, and I'll say that now. I will never get into a debate in a public setting, especially at my own booth.
Yeah,
At a
exactly.
competition
And
we're
that's
sponsoring. It's
Oh,
tacky.
man.
It's
Yeah, that is
petty.
tacky.
that's why my mouth just kind of didn't do anything because it
Sometimes that's the
didn't
right
have a
thing
good
to do.
response. But
Yeah.
but
I'm not there
I
to
will
debate.
say though that and I absolutely don't want to do that. Like I want to create a neutral space. We
Sure.
have agreed on that. We want it to be a neutral space. And I will admit he said it himself. Unpopular opinion, but you know, and then so
yeah.
that kind of like opened the gate for me. Like, yeah, I'll have to agree with that.
Yeah.
It is unpopular.
I haven't heard that one yet.
In a recent survey of one person, 0 people liked what you
Yeah.
just said. It's unpopular. Yeah. I spoke with the same person a little bit about different things, not about that, and the conversation was fine. So I don't know. It's just one of those situations where saying nothing was the best thing to say, because that's not a conversation for that place or time.
Yeah.
I don't think. We love to talk climbing, and I'm not here to tell you that I'm bashful, or that if you approach me and ask me my thoughts on something controversial about climbing, that I'm not going to share them with
Yeah.
you. But I'm not here to tell you what you're saying is wrong, and I'm not going to sit through you telling me what I'm saying is wrong, because that's not how conversation works.
Yeah. And we truly like just Liam and me personally.
Liam and I.
Yeah. It's actually I and Liam.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I think it is.
No, it's not.
Well, because you would say me personally.
Yeah, me personally and I, and
You would
also
say
Liam.
I personally.
I would say I personally, blah, blah, blah. It's okay.
I personally. Okay. Let me start over. with
I
this
and
one.
Liam, personally me and Liam.
Okay, I'm gonna start over with that one. I like don't even know where to pick it up. Liam and I personally, like, we're always interested in listening to anybody's opinions of what you have to say, just in general, not only about climbing. We're more so the people to ask a lot of questions and hear what you have to say, than to like really give opinion or give argument. I mean, we definitely like do input our thoughts in the conversation, but we're always open to talk about whatever, especially when it's about climbing. We want to hear everything and talk about everything.
There's a lot
climbing.
to talk about.
Yes.
There is.
Climbing.
As you've seen, we're, this is like 18 episodes deep and we're still going.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah, we're deep in it.
We get deep.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't make it a habit of not debating people, period, just because it doesn't, you've seen the memes, it doesn't spark joy in me. It just like, it really, debating is not my thing. And that's not to say I'm not open for criticism. If you have like genuine criticism about the show or anything about it, I'm open to hearing that. I'm fine with that. We do oftentimes get people like shotgunning, like, well, have you talked about this? Because you should talk about this. And my response is always, we're young. We have lots yet to talk about. I promise what you want me to talk about will be talked about at some point. And if you're wondering that right now, if you have something in the back of your head, you're like, man, they should really talk about this. We'll get there. I promise. It's a long list of stuff that we have to talk about, a long list of guests that we want to have on the show or have back on the show. And the show's young still. Stay tuned.
I still would encourage like mentioning it in the DMs.
Absolutely.
To, like what you want to hear about.
It is a long list, but add to it. We're more than open to criticism.
I mean, I contacted you and I was like, hey, if you want to interview me.
Yeah. Yeah, you made yourself available and here we are.
Yeah, and let us know. Do not be shy. If you listen a lot and you feel like you have things to say, or you just want to come hang out and talk climbing.
Touch cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't touch cats. She's
Cats for
just
the
sitting
petting.
there with her eyes closed right now.
Yeah, she's falling asleep standing up right now. Yeah.
She's the cutest thing I ever
Girl,
saw.
I feel you.
Yeah, don't be shy. Just let us know. Hey, I think I can do something like that. Even if you've never done something like this before and you'd be really nervous to do it.
Doesn't hurt to reach out to us.
So is everybody else,
We're
know.
friendly folks. We're nice a lot
It's
of the
true.
time. We like to chat. We like to talk. And I've had even people tell me before when DMing the Vertical Thoughts Instagram, they're like I'm surprised that you responded. And I'm like, dude, that's insane.
Of course
That's
we responded.
insane. Yeah, I'm like, I have all the time in the world. I don't. I'm super busy, but also like you took the time out of your day to send me a message. And until the day when I have to like hire an intern full time to respond to my messages, that'll be the case. I'll always read and respond to all the DMs we get to Vertical Thoughts. Just the way that it is.
Yeah.
We like the feedback. We like the community. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Stefanie, thanks for coming on. Now, this is now your time. Any final thoughts? Any things you want to say to your friends, family, listeners, fans of the show? Chris Sharma, he listens to this, I think, maybe.
What kind of a car does Chris Sharma drive?
Can I say it?
Do it.
Yeah.
That's good. Next week, we're here to talk about Chris Sharma's beard. Very controversial.
He's a dad.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Is he a dad?
Yes.
Huh?
I have to check that out.
We're happy
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, he has a wife and
Congrats, Chris, on your family. It's
They
a
did the
beautiful
thing.
family. Yeah.
I have to pull up his Instagram.
Yeah.
I guess I don't pay enough attention to it. And I didn't know until right now.
I think
need to
that
start.
that no one pays enough attention to Chris Sharma. We should all
He needs more.
pay more attention to Chris Sharma.
Everyone go follow Chris Sharma.
Big fan.
Yep.
Yeah. So, final thoughts? Anything to add before we close up here?
I don't know. Coaching is fun. Route setting is fun. Just overall being in the gym atmosphere is fun. I don't ever want to not work at a rock climbing gym. It's just going to work every day and being surrounded by my community, and I get paid to do it, and then also get paid to climb with the people as long as I'm not having to do anything else. And then running the Instagram, like if you ask anybody at our gym, Climb Tacoma has the best community of climbing gyms that they've ever seen. We have this awesome group. They're called the Jug Thugs. That's our
The Jug Thugs.
Yeah, that's our Instagram like group chat. And we're just it's a group of like 12 people who just like we're there for each other. We're checking in on each other. We're hanging out with each other outside of the gym. So like your episode about climbing buddies, as I was listening to it, I was just like, yeah, those are the Jug Thugs. Like we go outside climbing together. We go on trips together. We go to each other's houses and have rock band parties. Like it's all so cool. So like you walk into a gym and you think like, oh, like this is just going to be another gym that I go to, but it transforms into something completely different. The community is, I think, one of the most important parts of climbing, because without climbing or without the community, it would just be a physical activity. You know, I don't think climbing would be the same without the relationships that we create, because I mean, obviously I met you guys this morning. Yeah. And like, and I'm going to sleep in your spare bedroom. I mean, that's just what climbing does. It's so cool. And I think by being in this position that I'm in, getting to introduce climbing to people, many people for the first time, and getting to be an instrument in that, and then being like, hey, like we're going out this weekend, you should come with us. And then like it sparks joy in them, you know, and then they're like, oh, I get what this is all about. And it just becomes a lifestyle. It completely changes your life. You're like, oh my gosh, like I haven't had friends this near or dear to me, or people that I trust in a long time. And this gym has given this to me. People have said that to me, and I'm like, I'm honored to be a part of that process, because I love people and I love climbing, and like working at a gym just mixes both of those together. And it's kind of like doing the Lord's work. Honestly, the gym is kind of like a church to me. You can walk in, everyone's accepting, everyone has different backgrounds. In fact, I think it's more diverse than a church that you could go to, at least in my area. I don't know about your guys' area, but it's really cool. Everyone is super encouraging. If you're climbing a V0 and you're struggling, you're gonna catch people's eye. You're gonna hear people say, nice, sick. No, you got it. Come on. Yeah, strong. Yeah, you got it. Come on. Yes. And then like applause. Like it doesn't matter what you're climbing. And then if someone's climbing like a pink circuit, which is V8 and up, there's people that aren't really saying anything. They're just like
in awe.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's Julian, my fiance. There's actually a point where he had sent everything in the gym. He sent the gym. And then the next set went up and he was like, oh, now I have stuff to work on now. Yeah. I don't know. Those are all of my thoughts. I love climbing. I love people. I love the community. I love route setting. I love coaching. That's 5 things. I love cats. That's 6 things. I love vertical thoughts. That's 7 things.
Count them.
7 things.
Let's count together.
1.
I missed the count. Yeah, 7. Yeah. I'll trust you.
Okay.
We have a group like the Jug Thugs. It's called Vertical Thoughts, but but thoughts is spelled THOTS.
Yeah, it is actually now called Bad and Boojum.
I don't get it.
You got to listen to episode 14, something like that, featuring Kobe Daludato and Xavier Arias about rock climbing versus team sports.
That's the one I haven't listened to.
And then you will understand Boojum.
Okay.
It'll be on your mind as it is mine. Right. Yeah.
If I have time, maybe I'll.
I find often that Boojum has found its way into my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
If you're listening, Kobe, I can't believe that you inserted that into my brain. Boojum.
Yeah. They can't get over it.
No.
Right now it's all over the place.
No. I'm losing sleep. Yeah.
Over Boojum.
Boojum. Well, anyways.
Someone save me.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us.
Yeah.
And for coming down here from Washington. And if you are ever in Washington or if you're near Washington, you can find Stefanie at Climb Tacoma.
5 days a week starting in July.
Full time starting soon. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Right. Yeah, I'm so psyched.
It's exciting.
Yeah, when I decided that I wanted to leave the Y, all I did was like, I talked to my boss, Brian. Brian is the owner of Climb Tacoma. Climb Tacoma used to be a Vertical World. Vertical World, they say, is climbing, America's first climbing gym. But they were going to close it down in 2012. And my boss, Brian, was like, hey, like, so we want to buy this from you, him and his partner, Jason. So yeah, ever since then, it's been Climb Tacoma. And honestly, okay, I forgot to mention this. Brian, I feel like, is instrumental in the, just the feel of the community that's in Climb Tacoma. He will climb with and talk to a lot of people that will have no idea that he is the owner. And when they find that out, they're like, wow, that's incredible. I'd never thought I would ever climb with the owner of a gym. He climbs with his people and he serves them, and it's super cool. But anyway, yeah, I told Brian, I was like, I'm kind of feeling like I want to quit the Y. I'm not feeling like that's really for me anymore. I kind of need to just funnel my energy and talents into one place. And especially where I feel valued and feel like, I'm, what's the word? Like, I feel overqualified what I'm doing at the Y. I need to go somewhere where I can grow, because I don't think I can grow anymore. And he was just like, yeah.
Here, we got you right here.
Yeah. And I knew that offer had been standing for a while, but I thought that the Y, I thought that something was going to kind of come of that. And it became clear to me that it wasn't. I mean, but it's interesting to me to think that a company like Climb Tacoma, who has way less to give, is willing to give me more.
Sure.
And so that's when I was like, okay, I'll do this. Even though it's going to be hard saying goodbye to like all those kids. That's the only thing that's really kept me around. But they know where to find me. I told them.
Yeah.
And plus, like, if you want to get better at climbing, you need to go to a gym, like a real climbing gym.
Yeah. You can emulate the experience, but
yeah,
you got to experience it for yourself.
Exactly. And bouldering, different type of climbing.
Yeah.
If you only top rope, you're going to find out that you're weak. It's true. You should do both.
I hate this bouldering sport.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wise words from wise man.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I can't believe you like got that quote. Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Yeah. It's so, when he said that, I laughed out loud. I was like, that's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, my Instagram is at Stefanie Myr, Stefanie Myr. Both names spelled very different, very weird.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. I like when people do that.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get on board with that.
Yeah. There's actually one girl, she said like, hey, like I've listened to Vertical Thoughts and like I follow you and like I just had some questions about climbing. Like your climbing is really inspiring to me. And I was like, this is what I'm here for.
Yeah.
And so we've been talking, and she went outside for her first time and she was kind of discouraged by how hard it was. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
that's part of the process, man. You really, when it comes to footholds, you really got to lower your standards.
Oh yeah.
Rock
climbing's
there
hard.
aren't footholds.
There aren't. You have to smear a lot, and you have to just do a lot of weird stuff, like things that you would think people cannot hold on to. They hang off of it with one hand, and your mind is blown. That's crazy.
Yeah. Rock climbing's hard.
It is. But we love it. We do it. We destroy our bodies.
Oh yeah.
And I will continue to do it.
We'll be here doing it every
Climb
Monday
on.
at 9 a.m.
That's right. I usually don't wake up that early, though.
We'll get up.
That's fine. I mean, it releases at 9 a.m. So
I need you in my life every day to tell me that.
get up.
Yeah, Liam would say otherwise. Because I do come around. Get up.
Oh, man.
Even though I leave before her most days, but yeah.
Well, like when he doesn't, like when we're not working,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to get up, up the wall.
Yeah, get up. The
Up out of
sun
bed.
has risen. The day has begun. There are things to do. Life to live.
Yeah. Routes to climb.
Walls to climb.
To get up.
Get up.
I'm handing you this joke on a silver platter. Yeah, you got to take the bait.
I'm sorry.
I have this friend.
I missed it.
Her name is Michaela, and
Michaela.
I love you, Michaela, so much.
Michaela, I love you.
She is strong AF, and she actually started work with me at the Y, and I was like, hey, you should go to Climb Tacoma. And now she's one of our jug thugs. Anyway,
Oof.
she has this wooden like thing. What do you call it? Like
I have no idea.
wooden
wooden thing. That's just
post.
Okay.
like support beam, wooden
Okay.
beam, like above her bed. And she has screwed on little climbing holds that she bought off Amazon that are just like not really any brand, that look like actual rocks. And she can campus to her closet out of her bed. She gets out of her bed and she campuses like to her closet. And she just sent her first V7 outside. And you know what? I'm just now putting together, that's probably why, because she trains every day. She gets out of bed, and then when she wants to go to bed, she campuses her way into bed.
That's the beta. Yeah.
That's how you.
Tends to make you stronger.
That's how you live as a climber.
Or
Yeah.
I would seriously injure myself, like guaranteed, 100%. If I got out of bed and tried to campus to the closet, dunzo.
Yeah, Liam
Oh.
injured himself throwing a shirt one time. So
Oh, just roast me.
My
He
boss,
roast me in
my
the
boss
comments.
Brian
threw
injured
it with bad
himself
form. I don't know.
on a climbing trip by stepping over a log incorrectly.
We're fragile creatures. It's real easy to get hurt. Yeah, and campusing out of bed that would be one of those ways that I would get hurt. Yeah. But I respect it though.
Yeah.
Hashtag respect.
Yeah. Put some respect on
All right,
Michaela's
Liam.
name. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, we're waking up the cat now. We went a little long, and the camera's probably dead, honestly. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're just listening now. But thank you for sticking around for this long.
Why do you need to sit right there?
She's needy. She's a needy cat. Thank you
Like
for
a
coming
sweet girl.
down, Stephanie, from Washington, and
Yeah.
we'll come up and visit you whenever we're available.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe even like 2 months
What about tomorrow?
when she gets married.
Well, just take us home with you. Yeah.
yeah, there's going to be lots of Filipino food.
Cool.
It's a dog-friendly wedding, so there's going to be some dogs there.
Uh-huh.
My cats, Petzel and Everest, will be there.
Yeah.
In the house, though, because they're scared.
Fair enough.
But
I'm also scared.
You will, yeah, you will be able to.
I'll go
touch
inside
them.
with them.
Yes. There will be lots of things to eat and drink. I'll be
Very nice.
wearing a dress.
Crazy.
Gross.
My earrings are little silver carabiners that go through my ear holes.
That's glorious.
No way.
Dude, Etsy, like
Wow.
$36.
Delivered.
Sick.
Yeah, I would plug them right now, but I don't know who their name is. They're from France. They were really cool. Carabiner earrings. Girls, if you are interested in climbing jewelry, really nice little carabiner earrings. Yeah,
Alrighty.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
that's all.
Well, we're still doing this. I mean, we'll see you next week. Same time, same day, Monday, 9 a.m.
I'll be listening.
or
Yeah.
anytime after that.
You know where, you know when.
You know where to find it. You know what to expect. It's rock climbing, baby. And it's pure as fun.
Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. What's the other one?
You're doing great.
Is that it?
That's more or less it. You can listen on our website at verticalthoughts.us.
You have a website?
Yes, we do.
Wait, I went on
Check
it
it out.
to look
Yeah.
at the merch. I remember that.
We have the website, or we have a Podbean, our podcast hoster. You can go on their website and listen to it. You can find it literally anywhere. We're accessible. Find us. Listen to Vertical
Yeah,
Thoughts.
if you can't find them,
Follow Stephanie
It's
on
on you.
Instagram. If you're on YouTube, links below. Follow Brooke.
that'd be really cool. I'm trying to get to 10K. That'd be fun.
Help her in her journey.
I don't know why. Just numbers are fun.
Why
Yeah,
not?
follow me. I don't post a lot, but when I do,
You should start.
good.
You should start, honestly. He took some photos of you today. No, you're fine.
Took some great photos.
Yeah, you could post
we are
those.
nowhere near 10,000 followers, but you could change that today.
Yeah.
You could be the change
you could.
the tides. Thanks for listening
Yep.
and or watching, and we'll see you next time.